So these are the items I use for the subwoofer install for my 2018 F150. I bought this box from Subthump. It was about $142 with shipping. And then I bought a crunch amp, and it was about 50 bucks. And then the low profile Planet Audio speaker was about 47 bucks. And then 20 bucks for this install kit. That's the wiring kit for all the wires there. But that's what I use for this install. Alright, so here's the part where I'm running the main power wire for the amp. And the best place I could find to get it through is back here next to the big grommet. There's one, see where my wire is going through? There's a little grommet right there. I pulled it out at first just to see if I could get it through. So I got it through, and it's a little grommet like this. I'll just cut a hole in it for the power wire and push it back in after I get the wire pulled through. Now on this side, the easiest way I found to get it was to unbolt this thing here from the floor. And if you see, I don't know if you can see it up in there or not, but my wire is right here. And it's coming out. I need my flashlight back on. It's coming out that where that bolt is sticking out of the floor there. I don't think you can see it in here, but anyway, it's between the carpet and that bolt, and it came out right there. So this is the biggest pain in the butt to do, and that's the best place I could find to get it out at. Now I did take this plastic piece out and that, so this would drop out, so I could get my hand up in there to remove this, so I could get my hand in there to retrieve the wire. So that's the way I'm going to route it. Attach your number 4 wire to the pull wire here. Now that grommet location where I pulled the wire up through, it's only a couple inches away from that bolt that's sticking out that holds that module. So it's only a couple inches there. So when you push your wire down, push it down through the grommet hole and down just slightly to the left, and it'll go out that area. Now I use this hole punch to punch a hole in my grommet. It just makes a nicer hole, and it'll seal better that way if you have a round hole. But that's what I used, and I'm gonna put that back in now. This is what it looks like when you put the grommet back in place. I don't know why they send such a big connector, but I had to fold it over twice, and then I had to crimp it with a crimper. This is the WPT 1212 motorcraft connector that you're going to use, but you're only going to use 3 wires. So you'll use the remote turn-on wire and then the 2 signal wires for left and right. So these are the wires you're going to use on the connector. You're going to use the brown, that's going to be the remote turn-on for the amp, and then the violet, and then the green. Violet is the signal plus and the green is signal minus. So that's the only 3 wires you're going to hook up. I bought the Wi-Fi version of the ELM 327 with the CAN switch from Amazon for like $28. Alright, to find the location of the amplifier turn-on connector, you have to raise up your back seat right here, and then back behind here, I already got it unlatched, but you'll have to unlatch. You have to pull this, let me see, this little lever right here. Pull this up to unlatch it from this, and it won't let you pull this forward unless you pull this again, and then you can lay this down out of the way. Now the connector, if you reach back right behind here, you can feel it back there. It's connected onto a piece of plastic connector on the frame, so it holds it in place. So I just got to figure out how to release that, and I can pull it on out. Yeah, so my remote wire does not come on when the radio comes on. So I got to turn that on in the ForScan program. But I'm gonna put my amp back here against that. I ran the wire under the carpet over to the other side and through the panels all the way to the top there. So next step is get on the ForScan and turn that bit on. This is a document you can download from the ForScan website, and this is where you turn on the auxiliary subwoofer under the audio control module 7270101, and you change the fourth bit to an 8. And the next thing I'd like to do is the auto start stop disable. I'm going to try that. If the dealer won't turn it on at the next oil change, I'm going to do it myself. This is the ForScan program here. Use it at your own risk. They have good tutorials online on how to use the software. I would suggest to save all your as-built data for all your modules before doing any changes, so you can always go back. After everything is downloaded, then you'll go on to the configuration and programming page and do your changes in the audio control module. If you don't feel comfortable using this program, just take it to the Ford dealer and have them turn on the subwoofer output for you. Go to the configuration. I'll go down to the ACM. I'll hit play. It's going to read what I had in there. You can just click OK on this. And now in 7270101, I changed this right here, that number 8, that was a 1. I changed it to an 8 to enable the subwoofer, and then I saved it. Well, I wrote it. I wrote all. And it freaked me out when I did it because everything shut down on the computer or on the radio, and I lost my satellite radio. And when I got done, I turned the truck off, turned it back on, everything came back up, and it said that I needed to reconnect my Sirius satellite, but eventually it reconnected on its own, and everything turned out good. The subwoofer sounds great. Just had to make a frequency adjustment on my subwoofer, and it works great. So I hope this helps you.